70 to 90% of our health and wellness is the result of our lifestyle. Get insight and inspiration from Katie as she shares her journey of discovering how her eating and lifestyle have had huge impacts on her health and wellness. And if you are wanting to improve your health and wellness, remember, you don't have to navigate that journey alone. Reach out to me today.
Just a lot of gastrointestinal issues that I've just kind of lived with and dealt with for a while. And it was like, the bloating, the gas, the occasional diarrhea, that kind of thing. Point where I was like, okay, this is not normal. There's definitely something going on. I was waking up every morning like bloated and gassy and just like, what is happening? I knew my body something was wrong. Not being myself and sluggish, not having that energy that I usually do. And then, of course, just kind of interfering with whatever I'm doing during the day with my children and just my busy schedule. Become a nuisance because I was like, I don't have time for this today. Some days I feel like I had almost like a slight tummy bug or something. So I know now it was tied to whatever I was eating and different foods and stuff. It affects your mood and everything. I had a lot of hormonal and female issues going on about a year ago, which it's almost been a year that I had a hysterectomy. I started feeling better. It didn't fully go away and cure it. So I did also start the plexus, and then I still was noticing the symptoms, and I realized, okay, there's still more going on. But also at the same time, my 14-year-old daughter was also having intense reaction and pain, and then would run to the bathroom, all the kind of similar to the gastro, but very, very painful. And I finally was like, I'm done. I went ahead and just ordered a food intolerance test. So once I got those back, both of us came back with dairy, wheat, and gluten. And I knew that was a huge recommendation to pull away from when people have issues, especially autoimmune issues. We'll just pull them from our diet. It's going to be hard. I was so tired of feeling bad, and my daughter was too. She was willing. She's like, I just don't want to feel that way again. And we literally just immediately started just making changes and we didn't just do this gradual thing. We took both out of our diet. It really only took a week for us to feel that, starting to feel better. And my two things are, it's scary, but then I realized how much better I feel, and I shouldn't have felt so resistant to it.
Right.
And then you're going to keep learning and changing and growing, but also you can have mistakes or almost moments of weakness. And then you go right back, and it's okay to just start over and then keep going. I will say, if I'm not very diligent in looking up things that, on menus or whatever, especially being out, of course it's hardest being away from home, then we can get that something in there that we didn't realize, and then we're down for 2 days. You look up ahead, you kind of have to prepare, where are we going, and okay, what do they have, and you kind of just have to. And thankfully, a lot of restaurants are really good at the allergy friendly menus or gluten-free menus. They have it all listed out online, or they'll you can ask for it at the restaurant.
Right.
Most of still this up and down trial and error type thing. We've had to take away foods that we used to eat. So we're learning as a family what to do, but we're learning what to make and certain recipes we like, and or altering things, and some of it's as easy as just subbing certain things for what calls for the recipe, whether it's gluten-free noodles or dairy-free butter or milk, an alternative, and it almost tastes exactly the same. So, we're figuring it out by trial and error. we both thankfully love avocado and guacamole, so we use that as our cheese. We just top our whatever we eat with that would have cheese. We replace it with the avocado. We do oat milk, and it tastes fine now. Now I don't even remember what regular milk tasted like. So yeah, I can totally see my palate changing. Trying to still pinpoint there are other food triggers. I guess I need to get to the point where I really start tracking, like, okay, if I have a reaction and how severe it is, what exactly did I eat, what was in it, and, try to trace it back and see if it's something other than the two main things I've pulled from my diet. So I'm trying to still consistently exercise, just for my health, exercise. I try to drink enough water. There's always something else I can do. I'm definitely need to do even better with just the healthy foods that I eat, just the more veggies and the better foods,
Right.
the cleaner foods.